Here are a few instructions before we get started going through the videos. The first thing you should do is on this page, or actually the page before this, you should download the 4 practice tests and the question packet. If possible, print the tests on the question packet just because you want to get used to working on paper. In a pinch, you could do them off of your computer screen, but that's definitely not ideal. Not only do you want to be able to read on paper, which is what you're going to be doing in the test, and that's different from reading off of the screen. It's also important to get practice in process of elimination, actually crossing out the questions, underlining things, making notes. So if possible, print it out so that you can do the work on that. If you don't want to print those 4 tests out, you also could buy the official guide. So here would be what it looks like. I'll give you a link in the video below or in the description below, but you can get that book, and that has the 4 practice tests already in it, so you don't have to print them out if you don't want to get involved in that. Next, you should watch the introduction videos, and you've already started doing that. This is the first intro video. Watch the introduction videos until you get to the point where it tells you to complete both the writing packet and practice test number 1. So before you watch the lecture videos, you want to make sure you complete those, and I will let you know very clearly when you should do that. Once you've worked through the practice test 1 and once you've worked through the question packet, then you want to work through the lecture videos. And this is basically, we'll go through all of the grammar rules and rhetorical skills that you need for the test, also reviewing the answers from the packet and from Practice New SAT number 1 in conjunction with those lectures, so you can see how those rules are applied to sentences and to even real SAT writing sections. Then finally, you want to do practice tests 2 to 4, and then watch my solutions in the test solutions video. So I go through every single problem and passage from tests numbers 2 to 4. So as you work through the practice tests, you can refer to those videos to see how I go through the full tests. Now, what you want to do when you get to do 2 to 4, if you're also working on reading and math, is make sure you do the whole test at once. So do all of the test 2, reading, writing, and then math at once, timed, and then you can go to each individual video series if you're working through the other series to see your solutions to those. But test number 1, we're going to break it up a little bit just so we can see the solutions in particular to those questions. So one couple final notes: make sure you take notes, very highly recommended, so that you can start to digest and understand the material. And then, as always, the general rule: make sure you always complete problems that I show on the screen on your own first before watching my solution. So if you just go through the lecture videos without doing test number 1 and without doing the questions packet, it's not going to be as effective for you. It will be significantly diminished in effectiveness. You want to try it yourself first and then compare your approach to mine. Let's move to the next video.